Hey folks, Carl here with the BARRE Rotary Art Splash, number 12. Try to think of whose car that was from a long time ago at Thunder Road. We're going to meet the driver very shortly. I'm going to let you see that car, and of course you can see the name on the top there, and it's a beautiful car. We're going to go get his autograph on it shortly, but first I want to introduce you to a very famous race car driver, Tom Glaser. Tom, how are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Well, listen, I wanted you to tell us a little bit about your racing career and perhaps a little bit about your race car.
All right, you want to hear about my very first race?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so I went to the University of Vermont, UVM, and Ken Squire and Tom Curley were having a promotion, having one driver from each fraternity drive a car. Drive one of the Hurricane cars.
Now this is a fraternity, cars. You said?
Fraternity. And
was there any alcohol involved?
Not for me.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure the other, they're probably for the others, but they hit it, yeah. So I begged and pleaded, and well, I didn't get the pick from my fraternity, but I was in the stands and I went back down in the pits and the guy didn't show up. So I was able to do it for my fraternity. So it was about an 8 or 10 lap race. The owner of the car took us around the track. I was just on the right side, and he said, "This is what you do." I think there was a screwdriver to put it in gear, and there was no mirror in the car. And well, I'd watched the races enough, and very quickly I was right out in front, and there was no mirror, so I couldn't see where anybody else was. But I guess from what I was told, I was way out in the lead. And I think it's an 8 or 10 lap race. But anyway, about 2 laps from the end, I go down into turn 1, and the car drifts up high, and I'm like, why is it so bumpy up here? I never saw the cars bump on the high groove. And well, I go down the back stretch, and I go up to turns 3, 4. The same thing happens. It goes up high. It's bumpy there. And then coming off the 4th turn, I don't even realize that I've slowed down, and then somebody passes me, and I ended up coming in second.
Awesome.
Come to find out, my right front wheel had broken. Not just the flat tire, it was broken. It went off into the woods off of turn 1. And that's why I slowed down and somebody passed me. And that's why it was so bumpy.
So that was the very beginning of your career.
That was the beginning, and I knew I wanted to do it. So after school, eventually I started a business, Burlington Foreign Car Parts, BFCP. And all my customers knew that I liked racing, and I was selling Volkswagen parts at the time. So I got into the mini stock division, and I think it was 1974 was my first year. First year we couldn't do anything right. Second year we did really well. In fact, we won I think 5 races in a row. And then in the late 70s, my car owner wanted to do something and with a little lighter, more horsepower and slicks. So we went down south in southern New England and drove in the mini modified division. I won that division in 1979. Did that for a while, and then my wife had the great idea that I should try racing in the late model sportsman. Being the featured division and more laps, and not the last, if it starts to rain, the division that doesn't race. And so I heard that C.A. Crouch was looking for a driver, and so I went over and begged and pleaded, and he said, and he gave me a chance at it. And I raced for him for, I think, 3.5 years, 82, 3, 4, and 5.
Awesome. So that brings us to this car. I will mention a couple things. We do have some mini stocks that'll be on display this summer for the Art Splash. Quite a few Volkswagens, maybe a half a dozen. Maybe we'll do yours another year. And we do have a couple Robbie Crouch cars this year.
Oh, great.
And I think the gentleman you spoke of would have been Robbie's dad, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
Okay, so he was a big-time builder at the time.
Oh, yes.
Yep, that's good. So I think we're ready to, let's see you put the autograph on this race car.
All right, I'll
And,
see how I can do this.
We'll do it. Folks, I want to tell you this car will be on display on the main street of Barrie all summer long this year, 2025. And then on April 6th at 4 p.m. it goes to the Vermont Granite Museum and gets auctioned off to the highest bidder. So we hope to see you there. And I know there's going to be some bidders on this car, so make sure you bring your wallet.